Hey, style friends, accessories are power, accessories are magic. It comes straight from here, and I'll read you a little bit of this in just a bit. But hey, do accessories kind of thwart your best efforts? I want to share a bit from this before we get into the first 4 style staples. I'm so excited because I love a good accessory, right? And the style staples are, except for maybe one of them, the style staples are what most people would consider accessories. And really, any stylist will tell you accessories make an outfit. But if you don't believe me, let me share. So this is the Accessory Handbook by Alison Freer. She's a costume designer. And she says here, and this is right at the very beginning of the book, accessories are power. They're magic. They're a way to express your personal style and to let everyone know what you happen to be thinking about or feeling on a particular day. Oh, ask me about brooches sometime. And Madeleine Albright and her brooches. Oh, great story. Accessories take you from simply wearing clothes to actually being dressed. Right there. They are armor with which to fight the world, a sort of talisman against anything that could possibly hurt you. For example, now this is not me, this is Alison here. When I'm feeling like I need a shot of confidence, I grab my most blingy necklace, one that spells B-A-D in rhinestones, and suddenly I pity the fool who would dare mess with me. It's tempting to write off the idea of accessories as frivolous and needless, but every accessory first existed as the answer to a real human need. Since the dawn of time, if you had to carry something bigger than your own 2 hands, you needed a bag. A diamond ring was portable wealth that women could carry at all times. Umbrellas are mobile shelters. Pins and brooches held capes and jackets closed long before buttons became a thing. And belts handily carried swords for easy access. Most people don't feel the need to keep a sword close at hand these days, though if you choose to, I won't judge. But the right accessory can still be a lifesaver. She talks about crossbody bags, and light scarves. And I love this last piece. And a fierce cocktail ring provides a conversational jumping off point in an awkward situation. I cannot count the number of times, can I tell you? No, I can't. I can't even count the number of times that an accessory has been my entree into a conversation, whether it's admiring a scarf or a cocktail ring or a necklace on somebody else, or them approaching me and starting a conversation for exactly the same reason, right? For introverts and for those of us who are just socially awkward, it is a great it's just like a little stepping stone to get you into a conversation. So style staples, and there's 8 style staples, and today we're going to talk about the first 4. 1 is a long necklace, 2 is a short colored necklace, 3 a colored shoe, and 4 a great jacket. And we'll go into those in more depth here in just a second. I'm Liz Kleba from closetplayimage, where we are all about bright ideas for your style and your wardrobe, and my goal is just that everybody has a wardrobe they love. Like when you open your closet, it should make you happy and not miserable. So there we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It should make you happy. I was not planning on recording today, so hence the last minute lipstick. There's not even any eyeliner or anything, but the light was so good that I decided I would take advantage of it. So let's get rolling on the first 4 style staples. So 1, a long necklace. And now like my last video where I talked about the building basics, it's all going to be about your personality style, your lifestyle, your budget, your values, all of it rolled into one. Whatever you choose for these items or these accessories are going to have to fit with all of that for you. So a great example of this was I really love a long necklace, but when our kids were little and they were in the thick of it, my long necklace, hold on, let me grab this over here. Wasn't even thinking about this. My long necklace was a ball chain from a military dog tag because they could not break it. Any other necklace? I had 3 boys, man. They, children are on you, they grab, they pull, they do the whole thing. And so it was always on a ball chain. And to this day, I still have a variety of ball chain necklaces because, I got grandkids. And it's just become kind of a thing for me, the whole ball chain necklace. So I have a lot of ball chains. If you're looking for ball chains, don't just look online and on Amazon, that works too, but you can also find them at your home supply store with the fans, the fan pull chains. So if you're looking for something other than like silver or gold, you might want to go look there. Just a little hint. So yeah, but let's talk about that first. So the long necklace. Now, the kind of long necklace you choose, right, is going to be dependent upon all that stuff. Kind of the number one thing I look at is, do you want to draw attention to the waist or do you not want to draw attention to the waist? Do you want to draw attention to the bust? Do you not want to draw attention to the bust? For many women, kind of menopausy, postmenopausy, they don't want to draw attention to the waist. But for some of us, we just got bigger through the hips and we're still happy to draw attention to the waist. So, and really, it is such an outfit maker. Like, so often, and I've talked about this in another video, wait for it, and I'll link that video down below. Like what happens is we get dressed and we go meh, but what we don't realize is we're missing that third piece. Like 1, 2 is our top and our bottom, but then there needs to be something else to kind of create the completion. We as humans are much more interested in odd numbers, so we need something to complete it. So if you're wearing a top and a bottom that are pretty ordinary, okay, I'm just wearing my jeans and so today I completed with a belt and I've got some leopard print shoes on, right? But even if all I'm wearing is the top and the bottom, literally long necklace, instant outfit. Now, station necklaces were really popular at one point. They were out again, then they were in again. Maybe your idea is, the better idea for you is a pendant necklace. Maybe you'd prefer a pendant. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And yeah, maybe you don't want your pendant to draw attention to your middle. Maybe you want it to be a little bit shorter and you'd rather it drew attention more to the middle of your bust. If you are very endowed, if you have a very generous bust, you may prefer a pendant necklace that goes down between rather than a rounded kind of U-shaped necklace that can fall off the cliff or fall into the, if it falls off the cliff, that can be weird, or it can fall into the chasm and then you sort of lose that U-shaped necklace effect. But that doesn't mean it's a bad choice. It just means it may have to be adjusted for you, right? One of the things I do love about a longer necklace, whether it is just a plain chain with some interest to it, or a station necklace, I think this is what they used to call these. They seem to be having a little bit of a resurgence. Let me pull off the pendant and drop that down. The thing I do like about a long necklace is it can be shortened, right? You can double up the chain and wear it short. So maybe it gives me a little bit more, a long necklace gives me a little extra versatility, right? A very small, dainty, fine chain here is gonna really get lost. Nobody's gonna see it. But something with just a little bit more presence, and then, you know, as the shirt moves, you see it, you catch glimpses of it here and there, which is very appealing. It's kind of playing hide and seek. Same thing with a long pendant necklace. You can, you know, you can shorten it and, can I do this? I don't know how I'm gonna do this for you. Hold on, let me see, where's the, I gotta find the hook. There's a hook to this. Where's my hooks? Where's my hook? Oh, my hooks are at the bottom. Ah, I put my hooks at the bottom. So yeah, I might do something like that and just have it be, might have that be super short. And, well, but then we need to take off this so that we're losing the effect, right? So a long necklace gives you a little more versatility to play with. And I really love versatility. It's very key for me. So yeah, there we go. So a little extra versatility with a long necklace. In general, I would go for something in a metallic that goes with your coloring. So if your coloring is cool like mine, maybe that's silver pewter or rose gold. If your coloring is warm, rose gold had a moment there, but it sort of disappeared for the most part. But a super flattering metal for many, many skin tones. For warm, maybe you're looking for brass, gold, or even rose gold can work as well. But maybe your choice of a long necklace is something like a strand of pearls. I mean, it worked for Coco Chanel, right? And you've got versatility there too, because you can loop it up and go. I love a set of pearls that has a clasp. This is not an ad, but to be honest, I find most of my colored pearls, and I have a thing for colored pearls. I think I did either a video or a blog post about it. I'll talk about colored pearls. I gotta say, I love Macy's Charter Club colored pearls. They've just got a really nice weight to them. So yeah, but there you go. It just automatically creates an outfit out of kind of nothing, right? So there we go. So there's that versatility of a long necklace. Maybe you want to go kind of 1920s, very fun if you want it to be a little shorter. Yeah. It sort of just creates instant outfit, particularly in the summer. You might not want to wear metal in the summer, it's too hot, but you know, particularly in the summer when we're wearing much less clothing, like maybe you're just wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, throwing on that necklace, that long necklace, instantly makes it look like, oh, I meant to do this. I meant to do this, but I didn't put a lot of effort into it, right? There we go. So, number one. Number two, a short colored necklace. These could be multicolored, they could be single colored. Again, me and my colored pearls, I love those. Really? It doesn't have to be this big. Yours could be much smaller. Yours could be a single strand of something, a single strand of a color. I kind of like the multis. They come and go in trends. And when it comes to jewelry, I just keep mine, my fashion jewelry, I think some people call it. I just keep mine in a clear plastic shoebox in little baggies. And then every couple of years I break it back out because it comes back around and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Here's an example of another one I really like. Blue. And when I say short, I don't mean it has to be a choker. I know that's very uncomfortable for a lot of people, but just something that puts color back up near your face and draws the eye upward. That's kind of the effect. Maybe you prefer to wear yours outside your collar, you know, that works too. Really doesn't have, there's no rule about how you have to wear this, but just a short colored necklace to bring color up near your face. And ideally people, in a color that looks amazing on you. It could be just beads, it could be pearls, it could be whatever. Now here's one. This is the one that I bought as part of my Fall Winter French 5, right? And this one's multicolored. That's okay too. It doesn't have to be solid, particularly if you're working with your building basics, right? Then automatically all I have to do is add, and I talked about this on I don't even remember where. And so I can make this a little bit longer. I can keep it short. And all I have to do is add, and I'm done, right? Done. Outfit, instant outfit. So short colored necklace. Long necklace, short colored necklace. Number 3. Let's get on to number 3. Let me take this off. This is feeling a little too short. There we go. Okay, that's easier. All right, number 3. And now I'm feeling naked without something up here. I think I'm gonna go back for my long necklace and loop it. There we go. Now I don't feel quite so naked. Alrighty, number 3, a colored shoe. Now, let me clarify what I mean by a colored shoe. By colored shoe, I mean anything that is not nude, black, brown, or gray, pretty much. But I also don't mean navy, cordovan, or olive. The reason for that is those are what we call colored neutrals. They're very, very deep in color. They may be a color, but they're so deep that they read as a neutral, so you don't pay any attention to them. So in the last video, I talked about a pair of red Mary Janes might be a style staple or not style staple, a building basic for you, but could be a style staple or a wow for somebody else. So for example, navy, not a colored shoe. This kind of denim-y blue suede, colored shoe, right? This, you pretty much don't even see. Our eye just sort of erases neutrals. So yeah, so colored shoe, not colored shoe, right? Thinking about those, here we go again. I've got some greens. I've got this olivey green, reads as a neutral. This one, Ignore the sweat marks on the toes. I wear these all summer long. Yeah, you can see them. They've got that suede and they get ooky. But yeah, I'm sharing with you things from my actual wardrobe. These are pieces that I own, that I wear, and so they're not going to be pristine and perfect. So yeah, colored shoe, not a colored shoe. So yeah, automatically adds interest to an outfit. Tip: if you're going to be wearing a colored shoe, then repeating that somewhere back near your face, either with a pair of colored earrings or that colored necklace that we talked about, is going to help tie your outfit together. It's going to create that top and tail effect, which is kind of a #1 stylist tip. So if I was going to wear let me reach back over here and grab my blue necklace. So if I was going to wear these shoes with this outfit, I would want to repeat this blue somewhere else in my outfit. Maybe that's with the necklace, maybe that's with the scarf, because it's got that light blue in the beads. So there you go, bonus tip. And then here's an example as well. So in this deep cordovan, they're both reds, they're both deep reds, right? It doesn't have to be screaming bright. They're both kind of dark reds, but this one you can see is so dark you could read it as brown or black. This one, on the other hand, has a little bit more personality. Yep. And so what do I do if I'm going to put this shoe on, which I may here in a minute? I've balanced it out with a brighter lip, because I want to make sure I bring the eye back to my face. So yeah, there you go. So a colored shoe. So again, 1 was a long necklace, 2, colored short necklace, 3, a colored shoe. And number 4 is a great jacket. And in order to address a great jacket, we are going to move over there to my closet, because I love a great jacket. The sad thing is, I live in a place where a great jacket is not something I can put on many months of the year because it's too hot. So that's where that long necklace, that short colored necklace, that colored shoe all come into play. But a great jacket is a wonderful way to get that third piece that kind of finishes your outfit. So stay tuned, and we're going to move and we'll do some great jackets. And I'll talk about why these jackets personally are great for me. Your great jacket is going to be different, right? Your great jacket's going to be totally different, but these are kind of the reasoning process behind it. Hopefully will speak to you and help you look at your pieces in a different light and go, oh yeah, no, this isn't, yeah, need to wear this more because this one is a great jacket. So see you in a sec. Alrighty, we're back and welcome back to my closet. So let's talk about those great jackets. Now, there's a little bit of overlap between those building basics and those great jackets. Let me move this forward just a little, because you might remember in the last video, I kind of showed you, I said, yeah, no, not a building basic. But is this a great jacket? What makes it a great jacket in this case? Well, I love the cut. It's a little bit of a swing jacket. I love a 3/4 sleeve. And this one, what makes this a great jacket? It's all about the color, right? Because it is a splash of color. Now, there are neutral great jackets as well, right? I think if you're going to be investing in a piece, it really should be you should be able to count it as a great in your wardrobe. Here we go. Let me pull my sleeves out a little bit. My sleeves are fighting with me because I have 2 3/4 sleeves on here, right? So yeah, throwing on a jacket automatically creates an outfit. Would I normally wear the pink shirt with the pink jacket? Maybe not, but I think it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. You might not be, and that's okay. Doesn't have to be, because if it's not your style personality, then don't do it, right? Most of my jackets in my wardrobe, grab hanger back. I shouldn't have thrown it over there, sorry. Poor planning. I'll try and do this a little bit better. Most of my, what I think of as great jackets, are also building basics in a way. So I shared with you my green jacket. I don't think this is a great jacket. It doesn't make me jump up and down, but it is a practical building basic. This jacket, my denim jacket, building basic, but this makes it a style staple or a wow. right? The fact that it has something different about it. So yeah, every time I put it on, it makes me feel great. This jacket, which I shared with you in the last video, right? It's the detailing on this jacket that really gets me. It's that kind of band jacket vibe, and the buttons, like I like that part about it. It's got a little bit of a Sgt. Pepper's vibe to it. Let me, you know what, I'm gonna button my shirt up before I try and put this on. It's just here's another style tip. It is often easier to put on a jacket if you button your shirt collar all the way up and then put on the jacket, because then it gives a chance for everything to kind of settle in where it's supposed to. And then if you want to unbutton, again, once you're sorted, oop, I got a shoulder pad. This is not a lined jacket, so the shoulder pad kind of does this funky thing. There we go. So yeah, but you know, maybe I want to do, maybe I'm feeling collar out today. Yeah, I kind of like that vibe, right? Normally I turn these cuffs up a little bit on the inside because, like I said, I prefer a 3/4 cuff. I might consider someday having the bottom part of this jacket just taken off and leaving those cuffs at 3/4. Like, remember that you can alter your clothes to make them work the way you want them to work. I have had so many jackets and shirts cut off to 3/4 or bracelet length sleeves, right? So automatically a jacket creates a finished look. Yeah, here we go. Okay, jacket 2. Hold on, put that there. And jacket, the brown jacket. What is it about this one that makes it a style staple for me? It's an unusual color for my wardrobe. I don't have a lot of brown. Again, it's the cut. I like a crop and I like the short sleeve. It works for my shape and super cute with the outfit I'm wearing right now. And then here's one. This might be one of my favorite jackets. What is it about this that makes it a style staple for me? Well, it's denim. It's a dark, very dark gray denim, but it's that Chanel detailing, right? It's got the trim and the braid around it with the pocket. Like, it's cute. It's short again. It's got the short sleeves. That works for me. Maybe you like your sleeves long. If you like your sleeves long, don't buy a crop sleeve jacket, right? If it makes you feel self-conscious. I like ankles and wrists showing. They're small, they're dainty, they're feminine. Like, for me, that's why I like my wrists and my ankles showing. Even if it's not necessarily the most, quote, flattering for my shape. The ankle part, at least. For the wrists, it's not a problem. Let me throw this in here. And then last but not least, another kind of very Chanel-y looking, oh, this is a sweater, but I think of it as a jacket because it has that jacket cut. Here we go. And again, the button shirt makes it so much easier to put on, especially if it's something unlined that you're dealing with. Alrighty, we'll just roll those up just a little. I would pull the sleeves out, right? Is it a great jacket? Is it neutral? For sure, right? But I feel amazing in this. I don't know, how can I express what it is about this? It feels elegant in a way that I normally don't dress elegantly, but there's something that feels very elegant about this jacket to me. And so yeah, makes me very happy. Very happy. So for me, these are all great jackets. Now, I have other jackets that I might consider great. Like I have an outdoor jacket. But what made it great was the brooches. And I'll put a picture of that over here. The jacket itself is not fabulous, but the brooches make it a great jacket, right? Because it's a very plain jacket, but and sometimes a plain jacket can be a great palette for something else to happen. Like a cluster of brooches could turn an ordinary jacket into a great jacket. So Yeah, so those are my 4 style staples for today. I highly recommend that you go into your closet and identify what you have that you might consider one of these 4 style staples. That long necklace, a short colored necklace, a colored shoe, and a gray jacket. And the next time you're getting dressed and the outfit just feels unfinished or blah, grab 1 or more of those because you can combine these. You might not want to wear all 4 at once, probably not both of the necklaces, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe you're having an iris moment. Then do it all. So yeah, hopefully that helped. I would love to hear more about what your favorite style staples in this kind of family of 4 are. We'll get on to the next 4 style staples in next week's video. So thank you for spending a few minutes with me today because your time is precious and any of you spend with me is a gift. Stay safe and sound, sane and stylish, and go play in your closet. Have fun with your wardrobe because, you know, we need to get dressed pretty much every day. We get dressed, and how you dress and what you wear affects how you feel about yourself. So do yourself a favor and make yourself happy with your clothes. Yeah, happy clothes, happy clothes. Stay safe and sound, sane and stylish. Bye. See you next week.